Good morning and welcome to a debate for the candidates for Congress in the 3rd District. First, the incumbent, Democrat Rosa DeLauro, and her Republican challenger, Wayne Winsley. And with me here today on this Sunday morning, we thank you very much for being here. Let's go through the rules rather quickly. Each candidate will get 90 seconds to answer, and there will be a 30-second rebuttal from the first person to respond. And Mrs. DeLauro, you will get the first question today.
Thank you.
And there'll also be a closing statement at the end of the program. Attendance has been an issue in the U.S. Senate race. I want to ask you, because much has been made of your colleague Chris Murphy's attendance record at some hearings. What is your attendance record for these hearings? And are these hearings important to attend?
Well, first of all, with the attendance records, each chairman of a committee makes a determination as to whether or not they want to take attendance or not. So it is a standard operating procedure. Everyone can do what they want to do. In my case, since in the last Congress I chaired the Agriculture Subcommittee, and in this Congress I was the ranking or the senior Democrat on the Labor, Health and Human Services Subcommittee, that I had attendance, 100% attendance at all of those. I was responsible for chairing the meeting and then also for serving as a senior Democrat. But the committee hearings are one way in which you engage and deal with legislation, because a lot of it is the back and forth, the give and take between members, the give and take between the chairman of the committee, and that is the way in which it is done. Oftentimes you have 2 or 3 committee hearings at one time, so you have to make a selection of which one you will go to. My overall, record in the House, my voting record is about 99%. But it is not a set, hard and fast rule as to what does. What is more important than any of that is, what are your accomplishments? What have you done? What are the legislation that you've introduced and that you sponsored and were able to get the co-sponsors on?
Thank you, Mrs. DeLauro. Mr. Winsley, you have 90 seconds.
Okay. What were you actually asking me?
Well, I'm asking you about these hearings. How important are these congressional hearings that the Congress people are supposed to go to?
I believe that they are vitally important. I mean, that's part of the job. One of the things that I will guarantee the voters of Connecticut in the 3rd District, and quite frankly across Connecticut, is that not only will I show up when I'm supposed to be there, but I'll also be effective when I'm there. For instance, one difference between the incumbent and myself, I will never vote for things that I know and believe to be absurd and ridiculous, which is exactly what the incumbent did last year when she voted to recognize 2 tablespoons of tomato sauce as a serving of vegetable for our school children. Not only did she vote for it, but as she just mentioned, she was chair of the committee, so she was in the committee that put it forward, so she had 2 opportunities to stand up and say, this is absurd, it's ridiculous, and I won't support it. But instead, she voted for it and gave the reason that, well, there was food stamps and WIC tied to the bill, so I guess the logic is because there was WIC for the parents, they wouldn't notice that their kids were getting kicked under the bus at the same time.
All right, thank you. And you have 30 seconds to respond.
I think it's a question that my opponent truly doesn't understand the nature of the Congress. There's large bills. Sometimes you don't get to do whatever you would like to do. And the preponderance of the bill, which addresses the particular issue, and that it is going to look at how we, in fact, make our school lunches, our school breakfast, more nutrition in a whole variety of ways. Oftentimes a special interest will come along, get that into the bill, which often occurs from the other side of the aisle, and in fact then you have to decide whether to vote for the bill to move forward or not to vote at all. And clearly my opponent doesn't understand how the Congress works.
Thank you, Mrs. DeLauro. Our next question for Mr. Winsley. Unemployment in New Haven County stands right now at 10.1%. It was 10.2 on election day 2 years ago when Mrs. DeLauro won her last term. Why has there been no change in the job situation?
Because for one thing, we've had totally ineffective representation at all levels. I am for private sector jobs for everyone, including the incumbents in our legislative delegation to Washington. We have to remove the shackles from our economy so that small and medium-sized businesses can grow and begin to hire people again. That's how you move more people from food stamps to full-time employment. And you do that. You know, someone I respect said, you can't hate jobs or love jobs but hate job creators. And I believe that. And the proof is my opponent, the incumbent, has been basically a job hater or a job creator, a hater of job creators for 22 years. And there are fewer jobs right now in Connecticut than there were when she first took office. And that's one thing that I'm going to change. You have a choice. The voters have a choice between more food stamps and full-time employment, free diapers or free enterprise. That's the choice. And I believe that come November 6th, more voters are going to look at that choice and say, yes, we all win with Winsley.
Mr. Winsley, thank you. Mrs. DeLauro, why has there been no change in unemployment in New Haven County in 2 years?
Well, the fact of the matter, before the recession, which was the biggest financial crisis we've had since the Great Depression, the unemployment rate was about 4%. But we had an enormous recession, which put people out of work. What we need to do is to create jobs, and I've done a whole lot of work in that effort. First of all, I think what we need to do is, in terms of creating jobs, which is the issue, the most important thing we can do is to rebuild the economy, rebuild the middle class, create jobs. How do you do that? First, investing, I believe you invest in infrastructure, which I have done in transportation projects. We put people to work to build the Q Bridge, to do the Amtrak Railroad Bridge, to do the Moses Wheeler Bridge. It didn't get built by itself. But you invest in infrastructure. My legislation, the National Infrastructure Development Bank, would leverage public-private partnerships and public investments. The second thing that you do is that you provide tax cuts for small businesses, which I have voted for, and tax cuts for individuals. Education and training. We need to educate, train our people so that they can overcome that skills gap and be able to get a job. Manufacturing. We're a manufacturing state. I worked with the Greater New Haven Manufacturing Association, and we have put people to work. And then, thank you.
Sorry.
Okay.
And Mr. Winsley, you have 30 seconds to respond.
I've been speaking to small business owners, medium-sized business owners throughout the district, and their main concerns are the cost of doing business, the overwhelming and choking restrictions and regulations that keep them from hiring people. So again, we have to create an environment that is job-friendly, and that is how we will start seeing more people getting back to work in Connecticut.
Thank you. Our next question goes to Mrs. DeLauro. New Haven had a violent year last year, and in the wake of the shooting of a toddler in New Haven just last week, do you favor strengthening the gun laws already in effect?
Yeah, I think, look, first of all, I'm a believer in the Second Amendment. I also think that we need to preserve rights for hunters, for sportsmen. But we also have to take a look at what happened in New Haven, what happened in Aurora, Colorado. And we have to apply some common sense to this entire issue. And that, for me, includes, with the sale of a gun, with a child safety lock on it. I would ban assault weapons and have voted to ban assault weapons. I would ban the ammunition clips which allow you to fire off, 100 rounds, which is what happened in Colorado, to see so much death and destruction. What we need to do is to come to a consensus, to find common ground. We also need to look at how we vet people who are purchasing guns. Those are kinds of common sense procedures, in my view, which allow us to have hunters, sportsmen, be able to use their guns for those purposes, and at the same time be able to ensure the public health and safety.
Mr. Winsley, you have 90 seconds.
Number one, there is no need for further restrictions on law-abiding gun owners, and I would not support the ban on assault weapons, clips, or anything like that. What we have is a failure to address some of the root causes of our crime, and we have to start punishing those who commit crimes, violent crimes with weapons. Right now in New Haven, we have a problem with young kids riding around on bicycles, robbing people. They're not doing it because they're hungry. They're doing it because they lack direction. They don't need a food stamp. They need role models. We need to start addressing some of the problems that we have in our communities. When our children realize that they have other choices, and they have choices that are shown to them by young people that are like them, that are working, that are productive members of society, you're going to start to see a change. I am all for prosecuting people that commit crimes with weapons, but under no circumstances am I interested in infringing on the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens at all.
Mr. Winsley, Mrs. DeLauro, you have 30 seconds.
I would just say that, I've said what I was going to do, what I would do, and what I am for. And I think that clearly, in a place like New Haven, where we've had community policing, we've tried to address those issues. But nevertheless, we have to be in the business of prevention, not prosecuting after a crime has been committed and people are dead. What we need to do is to say, how do we prevent this? And common sense practices will allow us to do that.
Thank you both. We're going to take a quick commercial timeout. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our third district debate, and we begin this segment with Mr. Winsley. And the question is, the city of New Haven has an ID card for illegal immigrants. Would you support something like that on a national level?
No. What I would support is strengthening our immigration process and streamlining it so it's easier for people to do the right thing. I've always said that we're a nation of immigrants. The United States should be as difficult to enter as the Holiday Inn. What I mean by that is everyone is welcome at the Holiday Inn. You can stay there, doesn't matter where you're from, but we all have to do one thing: check in so that everyone knows who is there. And our immigrants that come here should be welcome, one and all, but everyone should have to check in properly at our borders so we know who's here. And that means strengthening our borders. For the folks that are here, the 12, 13 million undocumented immigrants that are here, we do have to find a way to get those people into the process that does not negate the sacrifices that people have made who have immigrated properly. ID cards? No. But I am open to looking into different ways to get everybody into the mainstream as easily as possible.
Mrs. DeLauro, you have 90 seconds.
Thank you. I don't support an ID card because I believe that that is really not what the issue is. What we need to do is have comprehensive immigration reform. What do I mean about that? We have to have secure borders. I have voted to beef up our Border Patrol. Secondly, we need to have sanctions for those employers who knowingly recruit and hire undocumented workers. We need to deal with the laws that are on the books today and enact those and make sure that we're using those. What we need to do with regard to those undocumented people who have been here for years but who are here in good standing. What do I mean? They have they're paying taxes. They have no criminal record. We have to find a pathway for them to be able to get to citizenship. Not that they're given preference for moving forward before everyone else, but in essence coming into the process with those ahead of them being able to move first. We should clear up the backlog that we have with regard to people who are here legally and who need to be able to process. First of all, it's a very serious issue. If it continues to be politicized the way it is, we will never address how to really make some inroads here, and we will have every state, every city doing something to try to alleviate the problem.
Thank you, Mrs. Delora. Mr. Winsley, you have 30 seconds.
Plain truth that a lot of people won't speak about, especially those who are in office now, is this. There's a lot of talk about, well, we need to do this about our borders and we need to secure our borders, but there's really no effort being put forth to really do it. However, the day after someone walks across one of our borders, north or south, and does something heinous, then all of a sudden you're going to get a wall. Then all of a sudden you'll get an effort to actually secure our borders. We didn't all have to take our shoes off to board a plane until the day after someone tried to blow a plane up that way. I'd like to address the problem now.
Thank you very much. Now our next question, and it goes to Mrs. Delora, and you voted for the President's health care plan, which he even doesn't mind it being called Obamacare, so for the sake of it, we'll call it that. Give us an example of, a couple examples of how Obamacare is good for your district, and Mr. Winsley will respond with why he thinks it's bad for the district.
First of all, it's one of the proudest votes I've cast in the House of Representatives. I wasn't there for Social Security and Medicare, but I was there for the Affordable Care Act, because I believe that for 100 years we have been trying to find a way in which we can make health insurance affordable for those who have it and make it affordable for those who do not have it but who need it. Several examples. First of all, today, young people can stay on their family's health insurance until age 26. That is already bringing down the rate of uninsured. The insurance companies can no longer charge annual caps, lifetime limits. For women, it's particularly transformative. No longer is it just being a woman is a pre-existing condition. Also, women are not going to pay 48% more for their health care as they have been in the past. Their cesarean section, violence against women, no longer a pre-existing condition. Preventive services like contraception, cancer screening, etc., are now in place in the Affordable Care Act. Seniors, close the donut hole, bring down the rate of prescription drugs. Small businesses, today, 35% tax credit in order to provide their workers with health care. It is a transformative piece of legislation that will make a tremendous difference and help us to control health care costs in the future.
Thank you, Mrs. Delora. Mr. Winsley, you have 90 seconds. Why is it bad for the district?
Well, there are several reasons why I would vote to repeal the Affordable Care Act, but I'll give you one. I mean, because it's a Pandora's box of like little evil surprises and hidden taxes that our incumbent legislators didn't bother to read before they voted on it. One of those surprises is that the PSA blood test for screening for prostate cancer, which saved my life last year, that test under Obamacare is rated as a D in its rating, which means it'll be discouraged, discontinued, what have you. Well, that alone will result in the deaths of more men from prostate cancer, in particular, more black men like me, because African Americans are more susceptible to prostate cancer, and it tends to be more aggressive, like my case was. So I would ask my opponent here, what do you say to all the men, especially those young black men like me, who are going to die because of the bill that you proudly voted for but apparently didn't read? What do you say to them? And should they vote for you?
Oh, they
should,
they should absolutely vote for me, because it's going to be transformative for them as well. I'm not sure where your information stems from. The fact of the matter is I did read the bill several times, but it's hard for me to believe.
And you knew that was in it?
I don't know that it is in it. I don't know. I would have to check the veracity of your comments on that issue. I don't know that that is true. Why would we exclude that one area when preventive services, quite frankly, and screenings for cancer, it doesn't say just cancer that affect women or children or so forth. It says cancer screenings are now available, and there's no copay attached to it. So I don't know if your information is accurate.
Thank you very much. We are going to take a quick commercial timeout. We'll be right back.
Took the test, by the way.
We welcome your comments on today's debate on my blog, The Hartfordite, either on Facebook or on Twitter. In our closing moments, we have time for one more question. We're going to give each 30 seconds to answer it, and this goes to Mr. Winsley. If you're elected to Congress, will you try to get federal money to expand Tweed New Haven Airport, or do you think it should just stay the way it is?
That's something that I would look at. You know, right now, I think that, yes, it does need some expansion, but we would have to look at how we pay for it.
Mrs. DeLauro?
I'm a strong believer in investment in infrastructure because I think it's a key to economic growth. I would first want to talk to both New Haven and East Haven about what their plans are, what they would want to do, and how we could come to consensus. But I would fight for federal funds if we wanted to move forward on an expansion because, again, I think that infrastructure begets economic development and it creates jobs that cannot be outsourced.
Very good. All right, and we have time now for our closing statements of 1 minute. And I'm going to help you out here a little bit because we're just going to find out which camera you're on for this. Adam? Camera 1. Mrs. DeLauro, and you have 60 seconds.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Dennis. I'm very, very proud of my record of service in the Congress. And I don't ask for your support as a reward for the work that I've done, but rather it is because of the battles that are yet to be fought. We are at a critical juncture and a critical moment in our state and in our nation. We face a choice. And that choice is whether we want to move forward as a nation to strengthen the middle class, or are we going to continue to provide the brakes for the richest and wealthiest Americans while leaving working families, seniors, those who are the least fortunate and the most vulnerable out there to fend for themselves. You know me, you know how hard I work, and you know that I always fight for you. I'm so proud to serve in this job, and I never take anyone's support for granted. You know, I will continue every day to work to bring your voices to the Congress. I don't take your trust lightly. I ask for your support and your vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. DeLauro. Mr. Winsley, you have 1 moment, 1 minute.
And thank you. I am running for U.S. Congress because I want to help more of our neighbors go from food stamps to full-time employment, remove some of the barriers and uncertainty, especially for our small and medium-sized businesses, so that they can grow and begin hiring our neighbors again. Because in order for people to go from food stamps to full-time employment, there has to be jobs for them. Also, to make sure that more of our children are fully prepared and fully educated for the modern workforce. And we have a choice. We have a choice between more of the unsustainable programs and dependence that we have had for the past 2 decades, or we can choose to turn the page and embrace a bright future for our children and for their children. And I believe that the choice has never been more stark and more clear than what's before you. And I thank you very much for your support. And also, Dennis, I thank you for the opportunity to be here. And
thank you.
I look forward to having a live debate next week.
Mr. Winsley, Mrs. DeLauro, our candidates, thank you very much. I think this is the first color-coordinated candidate panel we've had here with the yellow and the black. Thank you so much, and best of luck on November 6th.
Appreciate it. Thanks
so much. We thank all of you for watching today. You can leave your comments about today's program on my blog, Facebook, or Twitter. Enjoy some great football right here on Channel 3. We'll see you later.